want to talk more generally and then focus on maybe a standard that you want to speak to.
Rolling for a reason because you're playing into my hands. This is exactly what I'm going to talk about.
All right, well, good. I'm happy I finally got there. So where I sit specifically, Tom, in the public sector is in the legislative branch. So they don't necessarily have to answer to any executive orders. So the OMB directive that says zero trust is more of a, you should go this route because your friends on the Hill are doing that. But there are areas where we work elsewhere in MindPoint where it's very specific. You have to adhere to CMMC 2.0 at some point in the near future. There are areas that are less stringent, which, they're looking at CIS 18 as a more kind of like easy to read and understand approach. And then, of course, there is the NIST 800.171, where the controls are very specific. And to walk the compliance tightrope, you have to be very explicit in how you detail that you have these controls in place, and you're able to maintain those over time. So with that said, just opening it up, let's talk a little bit about compliance.
The reason why I'm so jazzed about talking about this is because it really cuts to the core of what I was just talking about, where we as an organization desiring to improve our security posture and to maintain it, we can't just set and forget. That the notion that it's okay to just stand up the technology in our environment and we're done, and now we just have to do moves, adds, changes, and deletes is dead. That's gone. People have people out there actually make quite a good living doing things like hacking us, and you cannot hope to stand against the storm of things that are coming at you if you aren't continually keeping your environment up. So governance and good governance and risk management and complying with standards that you adopt are your friend. They help you to stay on top of your environment. They do things like they tell you, hey, don't just set that and forget it. You have to go back every so often and look at it again and decide if it still holds true. But they aren't necessarily prescriptive. The rules that you choose to adopt, but what they are is an opportunity for you to document the decision that you've made and to test whether or not you're following that decision. And doing those, taking that step in maturity for a lot of commercial concerns is considered highly optional. For government and highly regulated industries, it isn't optional, and that's to their benefit. I would pose that organizations that consider compliance frameworks to be an option, that it really shouldn't be an option for you. It should be your friend. It should be your ally in increasing and maintaining your cyber maturity.